when you're playing against the Joker, it's always a tough matchup because when Joker has the ball, he's one of the better scorers in our league. I think he's averaging right around 30 points a game.
Damn.
But when he has the ball, everyone on the court is live because he can find you and get the ball wherever you are if you're open.
Yep.
And so everyone else, when he has the ball, is live, as opposed to, say, let's just throw DJ out there. Let's say DeAndre for that matter. If DeAndre got the ball, everybody not live because he can't necessarily make every play.
No.
With Joker, he can make every single play. So everybody on the court with him is live at all times.
And it's not even just on scoring. It can be on the pass. It can be on the pick. We've never seen something like Joker. A point center. Strictly like he's a center in a point guard body with a point guard brain. You know what I mean? With one of them brains that, you know what I mean? You got to be one of them ones to have one of them minds like that to be able to play the way he plays.
Yes.
It's so unorthodox, right? But
Absolutely.
if you watch, he's really just a point. He's really a point guard.
That's
He's really
a
point. He's Andre Miller, dude. He's like Andre Miller in the like his mind. Andre Miller was brilliant. Like
brilliant.
Man, he knows how to set the table. And then at the end of the game, he gonna walk you down in the post. Yeah. And then he gonna start setting the table. It's like Joker is live all over the pushing it, which is a slow push. You're not ripping him. You know what I mean? Like that Joker is something else, dude.
He is, man. He's a tough cover. He a tough cover. And like I said, what makes him such a tough cover is, in most cases, you'd say, hey, that guy going to get 30. It is what it is. You try to make it tough.
Yeah.
With him, he going to get 30 and 12 assists.
That's
and
the
13 rebounds.
That's
and
the killer part.
He causes so much problems for your defense because of all of the things that he does. And the ball is touching his hand every possession.
Every time. It's not the assists are not even like, they're not point guard assists.
No.
They're more potent because it's wide open shots or layups. So like, and it's coming from the big guy.
Yeah.
It's coming from the center. So to me, it's mind-boggling because, he can throw out a double team because he's going to get double teamed. But he also like hitting dudes on the backdoor cut. You know what I mean? But jumping in there, finding people open, and like that's his center, bro.
It's tough. It's great.
Man, now you got the Rockets coming in on Thursday. Second best team in the West. As you know, I picked them as my underdog, my sleeper, for the season. I mean, I like what they're doing. Talk to me a little bit about the Rockets. And like, y'all played them already, right?
Yeah, we played them without Steph, actually.
Yeah, and tell me what you see now. Oh, yeah, that was a good game. I remember that game.
Yeah, they came back. We ended up pulling it out in overtime, but they came back.
Yeah, Eaton. What was his name? Eaton. Yeah, he was
Tari Easton.
Easton. Yeah,
Tari Easton.
He was getting off. He
played really well. He played really well that game. But I'm not surprised at all that they're at the right there at the top of the West, second best record in the West right now. Because they've made moves over the last couple of years that showed you that that's where they want to be. Bringing in Fred VanVleet, who's a proven winner, a champion, bringing him in with all those young guys, bringing in a Dillon Brooks, who a lot of people hate, but you hate him because he play hard. You hate him because he always in the mix. You hate him because he gonna fuck with your best player. You know what I'm saying? Like you it's one of those guys you hate to have him on you hate to play against him. People love having them on their team, right?
Yes.
Like you bring in guys like that. Even a signing that they made last year that people don't talk about because he don't play much. Jeff Green.
Oh man,
but you bring that veteran presence into that locker room with all those young guys. That stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? Jalen. I talked about Jalen Green earlier in our season. I mean, our podcast season, and just the growth that I've seen from him. Sengun, like The guy who doesn't, I'm going to tell you the guy who doesn't get talked about, but I'm telling you, and when I play against them, he is so important to what they do, but he don't get talked about at all much anymore. Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith has turned into a guy who makes all the little plays, who he's always the guy that when you're on the court out there with them, he like, come on, fellas, we good. Like he reassuring them to keep going. Like he's turning into like one of the leaders of that team. You know what I'm saying? And he don't get talked about much. But Jabari Smith Jr., you know what I'm saying? And so I'm not surprised that they're having a good season. And then also, obviously, Ime Udoka. You know what I'm saying?
Ime is different.
Ime's an incredible coach, man.
He's different.
You know, what you see in Boston, credit to Joe Mazzulla and what Joe Mazzulla
is dope too.
But what you see in Boston, those guys are also a product of what Ime brought to them for that year that he was with them. You know what I'm saying? And the mindset that he brought to those guys.
The attitude,
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not extremely surprised that that the Rockets are playing this well. And then just looking ahead to then Ant-Man and the Timberwolves after that.
Yeah.
They're starting to play better now. You know what I'm saying? They got off to a rough start.
Since he called them out.
Better. Yeah, they're starting to play better as of late. And so that's going to be a tough weekend as well. But on the flip side, when you look at tough games like this and us on a 4-game losing streak, you can also win those games and right the ship. Like, it's one thing, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to beat a team that has an awful record and think like, oh, man, we got off the losing streak. But to have to get off the losing streak
with one of the ones
we're going to be playing against, those are the type of things that can right the ship and right the ship in a major way and send you on the run.
Yes, sir.
As tough as the opportunity is, just like when you invest your money or anything else in life, the bigger the risk, the tougher it is, the bigger the reward, the bigger the return. So tough week for us.
And then not having you know, tonight, now you start looking at that 13-man rotation and you say, oh, now a fan can say, okay, well, Draymond is out. Like, we got other players that have been playing, you know what I mean, that can do stuff.
Absolutely.
And like now we feel like, okay, we still got a shot because we've been playing 13. You know what I'm saying?
100%. So
hell yeah, bro.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I like,
I do too. I like that.
13,
like
12-7 or something like that. We'll be all right.
Yeah, and it's early. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't even hit 20 games yet.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
Not yet.
It's that 30-game mark. It's the 30-game mark and the 40-game mark. Once you hit the 30-game mark, okay, these next 10 games are the most critical games that we can play when you get to that 40 game, because then you know how many games you can win, how many games you can lose, if you make the playoffs or not. That's when them calculations start setting in. Yeah, for sure.
So it's all good.